Have you ever stopped to think about the fans behind a band? What is it about the music that keeps fans coming back for more? Or is there more? My name is Renae Lipsmeyer, and I am the host of this podcast, The Space Between Podcast, the podcast where we talk about the fans of the Dave Matthews Band. Each week, a fellow DMB fan joins the show to discuss their journey with the band. Welcome to the Space Between Podcast. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Space Between Podcast, the podcast where we talk about the fans of a band that's been making music for over 30 years. If this is your very first time to the show, welcome. If you are a loyal listener, thank you for coming back and listening to more. We talk about one band on this show. The band that we talk about on this show is Dave Matthews Band. Each episode is a fan of Dave Matthews Band that comes on the show to talk about their journey, their why. Why do they listen to this? How did they find it? And what has it done for you? Music is such a tool for so many people, whether that's just to relax or, just to get your day started before work. It can be used for so many things that are good. And so that's what we're documenting on this podcast. So we have a guest, of course, today. So I'm going to ask him, tell us who you are, where in the world are you, and tell us something cool about you.
My name is Alex Kozar, and I'm currently in my basement in Milford, Michigan. I'm 18 years old, and I'm a huge Dave Matthews Band fan. Born in Livonia, Michigan, born and raised there. And I love Dave Matthews Band, and I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah. So what do you have? I know you play sports, so let's talk about that a little bit. Like,
I
what
do.
do you do for fun?
So other than listening to music and going to concerts and stuff, I do have a life. I play hockey. I'm starting to go play college hockey at Schoolcraft College. It's a 2-year college, and just starting up with the hockey season at Schoolcraft. And I played baseball up until high school, but I chose hockey, and I'm playing hockey for Schoolcraft. Go Ocelots.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a big deal. And
thank you.
That's going to be so much fun. That's going to be so much fun.
It's a grind.
It'll be
for
challenging.
Sure. Yes, it will be. It's a new chapter for sure. And I know there's a lot good in store. I really like my coach. I like our team so far. We've been already skating twice a week. We work out twice a week, and saving some money too, going to a junior college. It always helps with the budget.
I know all too well. I have a son that is going into his junior year in college, and he spent his first 2 years at like a satellite branch that only, does the first 2 years. And he saved a lot of money just doing that. And so I think it's financially smart to do that. So yay, you're doing some good things.
Yep, for sure.
Plus, you picked an awesome band to talk about. So I'm going to ask the question that I like we kind of begin the story. Where in the world were you when you first heard of Dave Matthews Band? How did this enter your life?
Before I started listening to them like a lot, almost every day, consecutively, I thought the Dave Matthews Band and other bands out there that I listen to now, I thought they were just like, I didn't understand it, because as an 18-year-old, I'm 18. I didn't get it. Like, I listened to whatever was out there, like on the radio or the new stuff that was out that I think now I'm not a big fan. I mean, sorry if you like the music these days, but I don't think it's real. But I didn't understand, the 90s and 80s bands music, but I discovered not only the Dave Matthews Band, but I discovered other bands out there that have really been a big impact on my high school career for sure, and just years pass, so it's been a huge journey with this band and making a lot of memories. So my parents are a huge influence, of course, of my experience, going to shows and buying the new live tracks that come out for Christmas.
Right.
That's just always something special. We have a CD player in our basement. It's just really cool to buy, especially I think vinyls are really cool too. You could open them up and look at all there's some really cool Dave art in
Yeah.
there, and just
Yes.
really cool just to look at that stuff and get into it. It's really cool in my
Yeah.
opinion. But yeah.
So are you saying your parents are fans of Dave Matthews
They
Band?
are. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
a huge influence on me with Dave Matthews Band and other bands out there. But yeah, I couldn't do it without them, and it's a huge impact for sure.
There is a bond between music and how it can bond people.
Oh,
And
it
when
is.
you find when my daughter or my son and I really love the same kind of music, there's just some kind of feeling that goes along with it. Like you're just, I don't know, like you understand each other or you like are just
Yeah,
figuring out that you have some common likes outside of just, the parent, son relationship. You start to
yeah,
become friends with these bonding things. So
absolutely.
were they just always playing it?
Yeah, I remember vividly. I forgot how old I was, but I remember I was turning into my neighborhood, and I believe my dad. I was in the back seat, so I must have been pretty young. And I remember my dad
Yeah.
playing Tip Sitch, Typical Situation. And I remember
Uh-huh.
just really engraving that song into my brain. And I remember I was so into it. I was like laying down, like just jamming out to it. And I don't know, I just that's when I started liking them a lot. But it was near my first show in 2021 of August at Pine Knob. And after that, I was completely hooked. And
Yeah.
you say like, "Oh, I can't miss a show now," yeah, or one close by, you
Right, I
gotta go.
know. It
But
feels that way. It feels that way.
yeah,
Typical
right.
situation was also the song that pulled me in. I think
Oh, really?
it's just such an amazing song. Yeah, it is. I mean,
Okay.
I'd always known
Yeah.
about Dave Matthews Band, but I remember vividly, I didn't find Typical Situation, I'm sure I heard it, but, like, it didn't resonate with me in my head until, like,
Right.
99, 2000. I just remember that moment, just like you, I was in the car and Typical Situation was on because
Uh-huh.
I was playing the CD, because I had a 5-disc changer in my
That's
car. I
crazy.
was like, "Cool."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm listening to it and it was like something clicked. Like I had been hearing it, but I didn't really hear what he was saying. And then
That's
just the
kinda yeah.
music and the tempo.
Right. That's kinda how I was too. Like in my younger years as a kid and then becoming a teenager, I would hear Dave Matthews Band, I would hear it. But like I was telling you, like I didn't really understand what the whole hype was, especially
Right.
until I went to my first show, I wasn't going in blind necessarily, like I knew the music because I listened to them a lot. Dave had the COVID solos, with Carter and that stuff. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But I still haven't gone to the show. People
Right.
say, you haven't really understood the Dave experience if you haven't gone to a show yet. And when I went to my first show,
Right.
after the show, I was completely blown away.
Let's talk about the first show. So whose idea was it? Was this something you were like, "Hey, Dave's coming. I want to go," or did your
Well,
parents go,
you know,
"Hey, do you want to go with us?"
yeah, it was at the time where, it was after COVID and I don't know if we were planning on taking myself and my brother, my older brother, but they decided to take me because I was listening to them a lot. So I think they kind of were like, all right, we're
Yeah.
taking the kids. So we went
Yes.
and
Yes.
it was a great show. It was rainy. I remember it raining a lot. And we went to Alex's Market in Clarkston, Michigan. And
Mhm.
I didn't have a good pre-show dinner. I remember I got truffle
Yes.
fries. Truffle fries. I don't know if you like those at
Man.
all, but they
Yep.
weren't and I'll eat
Absolutely.
anything, and I didn't like them at all. And, it was a really cool market, Alex's Market. It's like 25 minutes from me. And, they had bowling alley inside, a really cool market downstairs. And I remember it just started pouring out. We were sitting out in, like, the patio area of Alex's Market. It was just pouring out, and at the time, I'm like, if the show happens, it happens. But now if it was pouring out like that, I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, they better not cancel this show?" But yeah, it cleared up and, we got to the venue, we tailgated, I remember, and,
What'd you think about that?
the tailgating experience, I mean, I remember it, like, kinda well, but definitely won't forget my first fish show, the tailgate experience. That was a little more crazy. That's a different
Oh,
like
yeah,
world
I
over
hear.
there.
It is.
But the Dave Matthews tailgates, those are fun. Especially, I love how people will create groups for like a meetup or something. I've been only one of those,
Yes.
Pittsburgh last fall. Those are really cool. Like, you get everyone together, you meet new people. For my first show, the tailgate, I don't really remember it that well. I just remember like, pulling up to the venue, seeing all those people in the parking lot. It's like, man, there's a lot of people that like this band. Um,
Yeah.
and I remember searching up the capacity at Pine Knob, and because my parents said they'll fill this place up. I'm like, Pine Knob's huge. And I think it was my first time ever being at Pine
How
Knob.
many people fit?
I
What is the max
I wanna
capacity? I don't
say it's,
know.
like, almost 30,000. Is that a lot?
That's so it's big. Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
yeah. I mean, yeah.
yeah, so it was pretty cool just to see all those people
Yes.
and really think to yourself, like, "Man, there's a lot of people that like this band. They're pretty cool." So we got in the venue and everything, and,
Wow.
it was just I was completely amazed. I remember they started with "Seek Up." That was the first ever Dave song I heard live. "Seek Up" kinda goes and they don't really start off singing right away. And I'm like, when are they gonna start
Right.
singing? Like, what am I hearing right now? Because I don't think I ever heard "Seek Up" before that time. And
No
yeah,
way.
it was just kind of hearing that live music for the first time. I think that was my first ever concert too, and I forgot to add that. And it was just really cool hearing that live music coming from where you're looking, through all the
Right. Right.
speakers and everything. So it was really cool.
Right. Seek Up is one of my favorite. I love a Seek Up opener. I love a Seek Up any part of the show, but it is
Yeah,
really cool to be in the beginning because it almost kind of sets the tone for the day and how they play it or how
it
long they play
does.
it. I'm that nerd that let's see, where was I? I was at SPAC one year. They played Seek Up and I'm the girl that set a timer on my watch. I was like, okay,
Yes.
let's see
Yeah.
how long you got. And it was 18 minutes
Yeah.
of and it was amazing. I find it funny that people that don't like Dave Matthews Band, people don't understand, what do you mean they played a song for 20 minutes? That seems
Yeah.
insane. But what
Right.
they're able to do in that time is not only play that song, but like just completely go off into this other land and then pull it all together. And it's mind-blowing.
Absolutely. It really is. But yeah. But the capacity of Pine Knob, it's 15,000. Sorry.
You looked it up. It's
It's
what?
15,000. 15,000.
That's smaller. So better for
Yeah.
you because it's
Yes.
just, it's not
Yes.
40,000 people,
I don't know why I thought it
which,
was.
but it is crazy just to think about 15,000 people for anything is a lot of people. The band really fills every building they go to. Alex, I want to say thank you so much for just being willing to meet up and talk about your life and your parents and your experiences because it does take this to make sure that this is documented in every story. I love your story because you're 18 and you're into this band, and I want to see more people that are your age, younger, a little older, that this is all new to them and how much fun it must be. I mean, it's still so much fun to me, and I'm 46 to just dig in the history, but you have so much history to dig into that you can get your PhD in DMB and just study it. So if you're interested in documenting your journey, being on the show, chit-chatting with me about our favorite band, all you have to do is simply reach out to me on any of the socials. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the email for the podcast is very easy. All you have to remember is the name of the podcast and my name. So if you've got that down, you can remember the email. It's simply Renae at the space between podcast DMB.com. So you can't forget that. So send me an email and we'll get you booked. But in the meantime, guys, peace, love,